What's up, guys? Nick here from Penguin Saber Academy. I am joined today by Adam, and today we have for you an endurance fight. An endurance fight, for the uninitiated, is a fight between two pre-designated fighters going to a pre-designated point value with a certain time limit. There's going to be 3 rounds. Each round has a point value. This being the case, they are using featherweight blades, also known as light speed blades. Their point value is 15 points. Their time limit is 3 minutes per round, and there will be 3 rounds. I don't know how many other ways I can amalgamize those words together, so I just said that 3 times differently. You know, got to keep it with the rule of 3s. Yeah, so Adam, you were not here when we recorded this. What do you think of the endurance fights? Like, what do you think of this format, at least? I know you haven't seen any of them yet, but, you know, we're going to get there.
I think it's an interesting concept. It'll definitely push the skill and endurance and also the ability to plan of all the fighters.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so let's take a look at our fighters real quick. We have Anthony on the right-hand side there. He has been doing lightsaber combat since it has started out here in the desert, which is about 8 years now. Oh my god, 8 years. I've been doing this 8 years too. That really puts time into perspective. He is about 6 feet in height, so he's a tall boy. He also has no previous martial art experience, as well as no previous sporting experience, so he's coming into this with just basically sabering experience, which that in itself is quite a feat to go from nothing to something. And he's one of our better fighters, I'd say. What do you say?
Yeah, I'd say he's definitely one of the best out of this group. He is actually a very scary fighter. Not only is he a power player, but he's also deadly accurate. So this is it's quite scary at times to go up against him.
Yeah, definitely. Having fought against Anthony a lot, like he's definitely the person I go against the most often in this group. He is one of my favorite fights because of his power, because of his weirdness, so to speak. He just does an excellent job keeping you on your toes, and for his size, because he's a big guy, 6 feet, he's very, very fast, and it's really surprising when you'll definitely see it in here. His blade work is very quick. On the left-hand side, we are going to be having Jason. Jason, hold on here. He sent me his fighting resume, so I gotta read it to you guys real quick. So Jason, where is he? Jason. Jason is also 6'0", so he's the same height as Anthony. His primary form is Form 2. His secondary form is going to be Form 5. His experience in martial arts is wrestling, Muay Thai, boxing, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and some MMA. He has been with Penguins since January of 2020. That's right, this year is all his fault. The amount of times with Penguins was under a year. He has a long list of sporting experience, 25 years in wrestling, 15 in Muay Thai, 12 in boxing, 17 in Jiu-Jitsu, water polo 8 years, 18 years of combative MMA instructing, and being a combat medic in the U.S. Army for 6 years. So just to say the least, Jason has a laundry list of things he has done in his life and his experience. And we're not done yet, Adam, before you start chiming in there. He has many tournament finishes. He has multiple world titles in Muay Thai and MMA. All-American high school wrestler, and was invited to represent the under-18s in an international wrestling event. This guy may be one of our most successful fighters that has only been with us under a year.
Yeah, he is definitely a very accomplished martial artist and athlete in general, and you can definitely see this. He's able to adapt very quickly. He learns very quickly. He thinks on his feet. He's able to constantly switch his style to best suit his needs. And he, in his short time, has improved a lot.
Yeah, we see this matchup of Anthony versus Jason often, and this is never a boring fight. There's always something fun or just painful is going to happen. This is going to be a brutal fight. Just before even watching this, I can tell you now, I'm probably going to cringe at some points in this. Who would be your favorite to win this, Adam? I know I have seen this, but you have not. Who would you say would win?
Ooh, that is definitely a hard thing to say.
They are using light speed blades, so remember that it's a different rule system than heavy grades. You know, clean hits are 3 points and non-clean hits are 1, plus simultaneous actions where both fighters are hit. do get 1 point each when that happens. So that's different than the heavy grade rules of whoever gets his first is 1 and then Simos are 0.
Yeah, I think Anthony honestly has a bit of an edge in this because he is quite often able to get a hit in there without himself being hit. But at the same time, Jason may later on be able to come and sneak in there and get in a lot of Simos.
Agreed. So we're just so you're saying it's kind of a toss up, but you're saying Anthony.
Yes.
Excellent. So this is going to be really good. Let's just get this started here. I'll be giving you the play-by-play right now. All right, so fighters are lining up. My sock tan is looking lovely, and Anthony is slowly lunging up there. Ooh, Jason with the big miss. Anthony definitely capitalizes. That is going to be a staggered double to Anthony, which gives him 1 point. Since Jason did hit him, he does not get the free 3 points. Jason looking to come in. Jason looks like he hit the hand, but Anthony sneaks in there and was giving the honor call. That's another point for Anthony. That is 2-0. Jason coming up. Ooh, misses. That's a clean hit on Anthony's arm. That was a beautiful sidestep and swipe to the arm. 3-2. This is going to be really fast fire here. I don't even think Adam's going to be able to get a word in as they are back on the line, and Anthony is bearing down on him. Jason's kind of testing the field right now. Ooh, looks like a hit to the hand. Clean from Anthony, I would say. And it is. Clean to Anthony, hit to the hand. And Anthony's coming back up. Jason coming out with a more pointed saber, which Anthony could take advantage of, especially considering he's a power hitter. Doesn't take advantage of it. Doesn't look like there was a score. Yes, there was. Anthony got a staggered double, 6-4. And that's a shot to Anthony, staggered double, definitely to Jason. That should be 5-6, easy peasy. Oh, it's 7. It was a staggered double. I thought there was a hit. Maybe we were wrong. Maybe we're right. Only you could tell us.
Ooh, that was beautiful.
Absolutely gorgeous shot to the hand. Jason lifted and Anthony, boom, stop cut. That was absolutely wonderful. Anthony looking a little shaky out there, but he's coming in. Here he goes. Jason still with kind of the lower Makashi stance, much more reminiscent of Foil or Epee, and Anthony's able to capitalize on him overextending yet again, getting another point in there, 10-7. We're already getting close to 15 points. This is going by fast. And here comes Jason bearing down. Ooh, a little bit of a swing. Ooh, Anthony with the overhead. That looks close to Simo. I would probably favor that in Simo right now with this angle. And it was a Simo. Look at that. I'm good at predicting these things. It's like I edited this or something. And they are coming back together. It looks like they tested the waters. Jason goes in for under the hand. Does he get it? Yes, he does. That's going to be 9-11. Or is that clean? Amy's indicating a clean. That's a clean. 11-11. Jason was not hit. Make a wish. It's 11-11, Adam. What do you wish for?
I don't know.
Excellent. So he doesn't know what to wish for, but that's okay. Anthony's still kind of testing the waters. Jason testing his distance there, but I think that only helped Anthony. That didn't really help him. That's definitely a clean shot from Anthony. 14-11. I also have to say, I love the brightness of that purple. It looks beautiful on this camera. That green's a little dull, but that's okay. Barbara's an old girl, 6 years old. Ooh, was that clean on Anthony's leg? Let's not forget, Anthony had a big injury in the PSA Heatwave where he blew out his knee, so the fact that he is standing here fighting on this slippery surface of this rose garden is kind of a miracle in itself, and that's going to be a Simo. That's going to be the end of round 1. Look, Jason's doing his little clappy clap, and they're going to do a fist bump, and let's talk real quick about round 1. Adam, what are your observations, good sir?
Jason's playing with it a bit too much, in my opinion. He's got the right idea. He's trying to test the waters, but the problem is they're just both pretty equally matched, so testing the waters in this kind of scenario is just not going to benefit him very much. Maybe get a couple hits on himself to test, but that's as far as he should take it. He's taking the testing way too much. And you commented about his stance is very reminiscent of Foil and Epee,
yes,
from sports fencing. That's actually a really good point, and that may actually benefit him a lot because these light speed blades are very whippy. They can bend probably beyond 90 degrees, so you can get a good whip in there, very much like how Foil or Epee fencers do, to get a point. So if he does that, he could really thrust himself far ahead of Anthony if he does it right.
Yeah, that's definitely agreed for my end. I would definitely say because of his length, he's taking great advantage of that. I will say, however, they are the same height, so they're both. These guys are both used to people fighting, like for instance, me, who's a couple inches shorter than them, or Lauren, who's an entire foot shorter than them. They're used to people shorter than them, so they're used to always being the ones with the greater distance. So now that they're both fighting someone that's the same height as them, they both seem to be struggling to establish a good where their range is, where they can hit and where they will not hit. they're both kind of doing whiffs. They're both doing big misses. I think if one of them wants to take the advantage here, I would definitely say someone needs to do more circling motions like Jason did with his footwork on that one clean shot on Anthony's arm, or Anthony needs to be a lot faster with his hand to beat that lunge. So I know it's 15-15. Are you still going Anthony?
For the time being, going into round 2, I think Anthony still has a little bit of an edge. I think Jason does have the ability, if he really goes in with solid tactics, to just steal this. But what I'm seeing from round 1 is he's just not doing that.
Yeah, he's not able to establish it like he usually does. So let's kind of go on to round 2. And real quick, what do you think of Suki, the dog in the background?
Oh my gosh, Suki is the second most adorable dog, second only to my baby boy Boris.
Well, I think my dog Tommy is way cuter, but that's okay. We're going to go on to round 2, and here we go. Round 2 begins. Looks like Jason's patting his shoulder a little bit. Anthony's patting his shoulder, and now they're going to begin the fight. Look at that sock tan from Nick. Excellent job there, Nick, with that sock tan. Really keep those shoes on. And they're going to re-engage here. Jason kind of whiffing there. Anthony, they're still having a bit of trouble with distance as they're both swinging way out of distance. And Jason's going with that lunge. Does that land? Yes, it does. Must have been on Anthony's hand. Jason's really happy with himself as he's got the hops. But it does look like Anthony whiffed because he only got 1 point. That's 16-15. Jason kind of being a little bit more conservative in this round now. I know it's only been 2 points, but not a single step forward when the fight was called. That's weird. Anthony doing some outward swings. Jason must be flinching to bait out that swing. It's interesting he didn't capitalize. Looks like Amy signaling Simo. She then signaled clean. I guess we're going clean to Jason. That was a little awkward there, but that's okay. 19-15. Oh, back with the high energy. Jason swinging a little wildly. Again with the pointed saber. I should note, light speed official rules do state you're not allowed to stab with these swords. However, I do allow my fighters to stab with these because, let's be honest, stabbing is a part of sword play, and if you're signing on for it, you should absolutely get hit by it. Anthony getting hit in the hand there. That's going to be a clean from Jason, 22-15. Anthony's starting to lose ground. Adam's prediction may go to shit right now, but we'll see very shortly. Anthony looks like he's still... Beautiful feint and slap to the hand. That had to have hurt the hand. That looked painful. Anthony, 18-22. Can he crawl back? Amy's looking a little worried for him. That's okay. Misses and hits. Jason with the wild slap motion there. Anthony looked absolutely overwhelmed. Now, remember, his leg was injured about 6 months ago, so he is still recovering from that. That's very important to remember. Big hit, and Jason capitalizing on the miss. Anthony's having very hard time gauging that distance, but it was a staggered doubles. Jason's at 26-18. Remember, this round is going to 30 points because each round is 15 points for a total of 45. And Anthony's coming forward. Jason with a bit of a thrusting motion there. That looked like a bit of a mess. Anthony's conceding the point. It looks like that should be staggered double. Oh, we're going Simo. Everyone's getting a point. 27-19. You get a point, you get a point, and you get a point. And here comes in Anthony again with another way big swing out of distance. He is having a hard time with that distance. That's something to say. That should be the end of round 2. What do you think, Adam? Like, this kind of went sideways.
Yeah, my predictions going into round 2 were definitely completely wrong. We saw that Anthony was not able to adapt, and Jason just came in there and took full advantage of it, and he is just planning every single point out, and he's just taking it. You can definitely see Jason's putting a lot of thought into this. He knows what he's doing now, and I think Jason might just have a huge victory. But it's a great match nonetheless.
The question is, going into round 3, do you think Anthony can reel it back?
I think he has the possibility to, but the way I've seen in round 2, and I'm going to bite my own words again, just like it's going to be another going into round 2 event where I'm just dead wrong. But right now, I see Anthony unwilling to adapt and Jason just being nothing but adaptation and domination. To adapt.
How does Anthony win?
By adapting, overpowering, and being deadly accurate.
Well, let's find out if he does it. We're going to start round 3, and here we go. Anthony coming in with an 11-point deficit. This is a very large hill to climb, and it's going to be an uphill battle the entire way. Looks like they're actually... I didn't even see the transition there. We're just going to go right into it. 30-19. Jason bearing down on him. Anthony circling around. This is a new angle. They haven't gone this way before. Ooh, Anthony looks like with a clean shot, too. He's playing a lot smarter on that point. Hopefully he keeps that consistency up, because if he can keep that up, it's going to go more in his favor. Anthony's actually looking a little tired. You can see his body posture is leaning more forward. He's definitely tired. He's favoring that front leg more. He's dragging that back foot now. He's no longer picking it up as much. He's definitely gassing out a little bit. Big shot from Jason there. That's a clean 33-22. Both of those can be divided by 11, and 11 happens to be a prime number, and they are coming in at each other yet again. Anthony trying to take the advantage, but again, looking a little slow, trying to be a little smarter, and Jason looks like he gets in with a clean shot, which he does. 36-22. Jason is continuing to get away from Anthony. Anthony needs to be more explosive. He needs to match Jason's energy. Big swing from Anthony and a big counterattack from Jason. That was a beautiful shot that Adam wasn't looking at. That was gorgeous. And now it's 39-22. Jason only needs 6 more points to get in the lead to win this endurance fight. And here we go again. Anthony with the big clean slap to the hand. Ooh, not clean. Wait a minute. Jason got him with a sneaky blow. 40-22. Refs, what were you doing? Probably actually watching the fight and not commentating. That's why. So it's 40-22. Looks like they're actually both getting a little tired now. Jason's a little slower as well. He's playing a lot more conservative. Oh, never mind. I just ate my words. That's a clean shot to Anthony's arm. And wow, look at this. 22-43. Can Anthony reel this back for a last-minute comeback? Doesn't look like it. He just gets fucked in the butt. That was painful to watch. Clean shot to Anthony's chest. Wow. So your first prediction didn't go well, but your second prediction came absolutely truly home. What are your thoughts, Adam?
Yeah, like it was the same thing going into round 2. Anthony, starting round 3, he kind of adapted a little bit, but it was kind of too late because he was already exhausted.
Yeah, I would say the first round was very evenly matched. It was a very high energy round. Round 2, the cracks kind of started to show. Jason set up a fight plan, and it looks like Anthony was never able to react appropriately to that fight plan, and it was just very smartly played from Jason. Now, the interesting thing is there's actually 2 things now I wanted to mention. Jason, with his very, I don't know what we'd call it, large, well-endowed, lengthy, girthy, a really good MMA career. MMA does rounded fights. This is kind of a situation that he's used to. Do you think that played a little bit of a part during those 30-second to 1-minute breaks?
Yeah, because it gave him time to cool off and recalculate his strategy. And you might see that. I'll be honest, I don't watch much MMA, but you do see that in MMA. I cannot speak.
In mixed martial arts is what he's trying to say.
In mixed martial arts, you actually see that between rounds, they'll take off, they'll cool down, and they'll recalculate their strategy. And the recalculation of strategy is really where the fight begins. And he really recalculated his strategy. He held to it, and he absolutely dominated.
Yeah, that's something that was impressive. He found what worked in round 2 after the slugfest in round 1 did not work. And once he found out that it was working and it was something Anthony couldn't climb out of, he stuck to his guns. Now, the real question is, if I'm Anthony and I'm watching this fight, what would I be telling myself to improve upon?
Realistically, he needs to improve on his endurance. Most definitely, he needs to improve endurance. Second to that, he needs to be more adaptive. He's definitely used to fighting shorter players. There are only three people in this entire group that are 5'10" or above. It's crazy. So when you're fighting almost nothing but shorter people, you get used to that, and that can really trip you up. Anthony was not able to do that. You see, he's going in for calculated swings, but he didn't calculate correctly. And then Jason, he just knew what the distance was after round 1, and he just went in there and he got every single hit that he needed to get.
Yeah, all in all, an absolutely excellent fight. This one was definitely one of the fun ones to watch. That being said, closing statement here, I would definitely say both fighters did really well. Congratulations to Jason, and we will see you, you'll hear our voices in the next video. Until then, toodles!